This video is going to consist of me running through my initial ideas for my film trailer for my A2 Media coursework. The genre that I potentially want to be working in is social realism. This is because there are easily accessible locations near to where I live, such as council estates, flats, parks, streets. I also know quite a bit about the genre in terms of the films that I've watched relating to it. Working in the genre of social realism would mean that I'd have to include semantic elements such as council estates, tracksuits, bats, weapons, things like that. I would also have to include the semantic elements in the narrative as well, which I will get onto. I had two ideas prior to the final idea that I came up with, one being a story about a gambler losing all of his money and another one being about a domestic abuse. I didn't decide to do these two stories, however, because I couldn't think of a way to develop the narrative further. My final idea does still go down the money side, which I went down for gambling, however it is a different storyline. My final idea will involve an older brother and a younger brother who have been left on their own by their parents for an unknown reason as of yet. The older brother is struggling to provide for the younger brother, which is a disruption, so he resorts to loaning money from a loan shark, which is an attempt to repair. This creates further disruptions such as threats from the loan shark, whilst the other brother tries to find ways of paying the money back. One way you could do this is selling drugs. I need to think about that further. The narrative conforms social realism films challenging the linear manner in Todorov's theory. People could stop talking downstairs, that would be helpful. Cast. My cast will include my dad because I live with him, so it makes it easier to film and I can film scenes whenever. I will cast one of my best friends, Sam, as the older brother and cast a family friend for the character of the younger brother. Both of these people live near my dad, so it makes filming a lot easier. Another member of my cast is my friend Lois, who will play the girlfriend of the older brother. This is because she lives near my mum and she's willing to film shots with me frequently, and also to conform to the Laura Mulvey theory of females being there for the male gaze. Cinematography and mise-en-scène. I will use ambient lighting to connote the idea of real life situations, as well as costumes such as tracksuits and trainers, and locations such as inside flats, on council estates and streets to connote the genre of social realism. Cinematography wise, I will use handheld camera movements to convey a realistic approach. I gathered inspiration from my trailer from watching films such as London to Brighton. I also discussed potential storylines in class with one of my teachers, and my final idea developed as a discussion from there. I will probably use a national and smaller institutions such as Warp, Film 4 or BBC Films, as they generally produce British social realism drama films. Using a big budget institution wouldn't be realistic, as they generally produce big budget films and blockbuster films and don't really generally produce films within my genre. Audience. My target audience will be aged between 15 and 40 due to the broad range of ages represented within the film, as well as the themes that they feature. My audience will be predominantly British due to being set in England, however the film will be available internationally, so international audiences would be part of the secondary audience. All socio-economic groups A to E may take an interest within the film because the lower class groups such as D and E may identify with some of the themes represented within the film, and socio groups A to C may want to watch the film to be informed about how members of the lower class live and the challenges that they may face. Yeah, I think that's it.